The Ahoda West local government chairman is someone that should be held accountable. He's serving us. We are not his slaves. I'm aware that Ahoda West gets 1 point something billion every month as allocation, which is far away enough to really better the life of the indigenous. But what is really happening now? Nothing is going on in my local government. The chairman should be held accountable for every penny that is going on in that local government.
Yo, Port Harcourt, Nigeria. Welcome to Inside TV today. And right here we have a special guest. Hi,
Hello, good
how are
afternoon.
you?
I'm fine, thank
It's good
you.
to have you today.
Same here, thank you.
You're from Rivers State, Nigeria, right?
Yes.
Okay, can we get to know you and your background?
Okay. Thank you so much for having me here. I'm grateful. I would start by saying that it's a rare opportunity and I'm super excited to be here today.
You're welcome.
So, my name is Ogadema Mine Uchichi, and I'm from Mahoda West local government area of Rivers State. I'm an agripreneur and I'm also a social media activist.
Okay.
And by the grace of God, I'm doing my business in agriculture.
Okay, what's your academic qualification?
Okay, so I'm currently doing my MSc in the University of Port Harcourt, Department of Fisheries.
Yes, we actually had a story that went around on the internet, and it was really a sad event to the sight of everybody.
Yeah.
So what prompted you to make the video of the school that led to the whole issue with the local government channel?
Okay. So I will start by telling you a brief background about me.
Okay.
I grew up in Ujioku community, which
Alright.
is that same community that have the school, Ubie Community Secondary School.
Okay.
And during my time, I schooled there. I was their senior prefect girls, both for the junior section. And then when I got to the senior section too, I was also the senior prefect girls of that school. So that school is my alma mater. And I know how hard it is for people living in the village to afford private schools because I was raised by a single mother and it was really tough for us. It was not even an easy one at all. So that school being the only school in my community, the only secondary school in my community, and one of the best as at that time in the Ubie region, it's really something that I would want them to have better education. So after my service, I'm into advocacy. I go about telling the young ones about the importance of agriculture and why they should have a career path in agriculture.
Okay.
So when I go to the school, normally I go there every time I'm around in the community. When I got there, I saw the nature of that school. It was really bad. They were not having roof, no chairs, no board, and everything. So it got me, my heart really broke down. Like it was really a sad one. So I then know how to really find out what has happened because when I was there, the school was actually in good condition, like it was better. But right now, it's nothing to be right, like it's nothing to even
Right home
write
about.
home about, and it's really sad. I reached out, I talked to the principal of the school, both the senior section and the junior section, and one thing they told me was that ah, they've written several times to the local government chairman, and the only reply they've gotten so far is that the secondary school is not part of his job description, that it's meant for the River State government to really go and fix the school. So, being someone that is from Odioku community, the Ahoda West local government currently is from Odioku community. So, I thought, why can't he fix the school? The past executive chairman, that's Honorable Hope Ikriko, when he was chairman, before he went out of seat, he started the renovation, but then he only fixed the part of the senior secondary, that's their staff quarters. He had to change the roof and everything. But then he could not continue because they
Because he was
stopped.
out of office.
Yes, they stopped his allocation. So why can't a son of the soil, like a son of Oduke, why can't he fix? Now he has the
Okay, the
opportunity.
chairman happened to come from the community.
Yes, he's from my
Okay.
community as well. So why can't he then now fix the school, knowing fully well that this is the only hope of the children of that community? So I had to raise the awareness. The principal gave me her audience. She said she have to talk as well. The students, even the population of that school at that time has even reduced. Before now, we have over 1,000. Even people from Ahoda main town, they will come to school in Ujuk. But because of the way the school is, they've all went like they had to leave the school. Even teachers, they don't even have
Like they've
teachers.
changed to other schools.
Yes, exactly. So whenever they post coppers to the school as well, I happen to know that the coppers will reject the school. So the children were really out of the line. They were not learning anything in the school. It was just a place for them to go whenever it rains. They go to one class and they will hide outside.
Oh,
So I felt really bad.
that's
So that was why I had to make that appeal to the local government chairman and to every well-meaning Nigerians as well, not just him. I called on well-meaning Nigerians like VeryDarkMan. I actually appealed to him. Now, there's something that is very shocking about the whole situation. In as much as they want to make it look like I was facing the local government chairman, it will interest you to know that when the local government chairman started a solar powered borehole in my region, I had to use my personal money to go and showcase his good works. I shared what he has done. I went to a community called Ihakpa community.
Okay.
That place is a very deadly zone. Like even people around
oh,
my side, they know that this
that's
place is a no-go area. But I took the risk just so I can show the world what this chairman is doing. I went to that place, I took videos and I posted online. Even what currently he was as at that time he was building a primary school in his mother's village, that is Oluboko community. So looking at all this situation, I felt that okay, if he's doing all these ones for different communities, that means he can as well assist us being his own community. So that's how I had to call his attention to
that's
the school. And it's then now turned out to be something else. So let me stop there.
Wow. What a story. And after then, what after then we understand that very dark man was involved.
Yeah.
So what impact did the presence of very dark man make to the whole situation?
Okay. So on the 27th of February, which was the day I posted the video on Facebook, I posted it and I asked some of my friends to help me share. I tagged Very Dark Man as well. And then the video went viral on the 28th. So, and then on the 1st of March, on a Sunday afternoon around 12, about 12 p.m., that was when the local government chairman drove down to my house unannounced. Himself, his younger brother, Monde
that's
Chita Epele, the leader of the house, Jonathan Epele, and his driver. They came to the house and then they met me and my mommy. We were just right there in front of my compound because my mom sells a kiosk in our front. So we were just there. The next thing he told my mom was that so your daughter have the mind to post something that belongs to the River State government online. That my plan is to damage his image. That I'm trying to bring him down. So now that I've posted that video, that he's going to deal with me. That is how he ordered his junior brother, Monde Chetaipele, that he should deal with me. That's how Mondi rushed into my compound because our gate was locked. He pushed the gate and then he started beating me. So the little opportunity I had to take a short video, even as he was threatening to scatter, like to break my phone. I just had to do that short video and I posted. So before that time, plenty like lots of people have already carried my video that how can a community having the Ahoda West House of Rep member, the current House of Rep member is from my community. Now we happen to
Wait, the House of Rep member is also from your
from
community.
Odioko community,
Wow.
yes. And then it will also interest you to know that the wife of the minister, the FCT minister, is also from my community. And then we
oh,
have the local government chairman.
that's
So we have three prominent people in this state that can easily fix that school, but it was nothing to them. So the little opportunity I had, I took that video after he has finished beating me. He even broke my teeth. I had to be on braces for like a month before my teeth was not
oh,
stable. And then I
that's
posted online. That was a very dark man. Luckily for me, it was comedian Koboko. actually posted first, and then Very Dark Man reached out to me. And the only thing that he has done, like, he actually made it very open for people to see it, because before now I
He
did not.
brought it to the wider
Yes,
audience.
audience, because I was just a normal social media person. I never had that opportunity to reach a wider audience.
Audience.
But the Very Dark Man helped me, and then he then I gave that he's giving the local government chairman 7 days to fix the school. That if he fails to fix it, that he's going to come down and fix the school. That's how Bonner Boy got to know about the situation. Him is from my local government, Ahoda, but not from my community.
Okay.
He's from another community. So the impact Very Dark Man has made in this whole situation is that what seemed to be very, very hard for the people in government to do, through his page, through his
Influence.
influence, now currently we have the projects being going, it's being done. They are on the
The
projects
project.
right now, and
Wow.
it's really a nice one, and I'm super excited about it as well.
Oh, wow, that's wonderful. So for these persons that committed the crime of hitting you
Yeah.
to the point of breaking your teeth, are they paying for the crime? Is there a process of somebody paying for the crime, or it's been swept under the carpet?
Okay. So when the whole stuff happened, I had to leave my community, and
Okay.
then I came to town to seek for help. I wrote petition to FIDA. I wrote petition to Human Rights. I wrote petition to the Commission of Police. I wrote petition to the DSS. Now, it also interests you that after that first 2 weeks of all the whole battle
Yeah.
online, these security agencies, apart from DSS that reached out to me, they called me to their office and they said they are going to call the local government chairman. After that time, I never heard anything from them. The
Wow.
police, I wrote petition to the police. River State Police, they never did anything. So I had to move to Zone 16 in Bayelsa State.
Oh,
And it's also interesting that up to
that's
date, all my efforts to make the police come to resolve the whole issue, it's not going anywhere. So that's how I had to get my lawyer. And right now, I'm currently in court with the local
wow.
government chairman, and there's still
That's
pressure everywhere. But I believe I'll get justice.
Hey, you petition the person that got you battered
Yes.
to Nigerian police force.
Yes.
Nigerian police are there, and they could not do anything
No.
because you're less of a citizen and there are more of citizens in Federal Republic of Nigeria, in a country where we are all being called citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Anyway, I'm not surprised. If a senior citizen can be kidnapped and killed, then nobody is paying for it. Talk less of those of us down here. You can imagine a young lady who has gone through all of this process to get justice. The people that are supposed to bring justice, they are neglecting it because somebody is in power and she's not in power. So she does not have a right. God will help us. All right. So since all of these things happened, did the River State government do anything about it, about the incident?
Well, for now, they've not done anything about it.
No calls from the Commissioner of Education.
No.
No, no form of relief,
No.
and they didn't do anything about talking concerning how abused you got.
So far, nothing have been done by the River State government. Nothing.
When Very Dark Man called you,
Yeah.
and I guess you explained everything to him,
Yes, I did.
and what happened next?
After he called me.
Yes.
Okay. So he could not even wait for the 7 days that he gave the chairman.
Okay.
So what he did was to make another post that Bonner Boy already reached out to him, and he said he was going to fund the school projects. So, and that was what he just started the project. So we came down to Duke, he met with me, came to my house. We went to meet the king, because only, like, if you're going to a new environment, you have to meet the
The kings,
leaders
yeah.
of the community. So He actually met with the king, and there was some clash in between, but after everything, they resolved and he was given the permission. And then he also had to submit his proposal to the education and
Ministry of Education.
yes, and then they granted him permission to go ahead with the construction of that school.
Okay. So what you're saying now is Very Dark Man is building the school.
Yes.
Or Bonner Boy is building the school.
It's been funded by Bonner Boy,
Okay.
but through VDM.
Okay.
So they are using the VDM's how will I put
NGO.
NGO to carry on the project, but the whole project is being funded by Bonner Boy.
So how would you describe VDM
Well,
in all of this that has happened so far?
one I would say Very Dark Man is actually the voice of the voiceless, because if he has not raised concern when he saw that video online, maybe it would have just trended online and that's how it just phase out, because he is actually the only one that brought solution to the problem. The problem was the school. He came and then he solved the problem by talking to Bonner Boy, and they agreed to fix the school. So Very Dark Man is the voice of the voiceless, and he's someone that really wants to see people have quality education, not just in my community. We are aware that he has been doing so many renovations. He has gone to even the northern part of Nigeria. He has gone there to renovate schools. He's doing so many projects through his NGO. So I would say he's really doing a good job, and he's someone that the youth of this country are really looking up to.
Okay, that's to say you're a ratter.
Yes, I'm a Ratel. For now, I'm actually the coordinator of the Orashi Ratel movement.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Congratulations,
Thank
Ratel
you.
people.
Thank you.
Okay, what message do you have for the River State government, knowing that this is actually happening in River State, and the fact that this is happening in River State, the state government is supposed to be concerned about everything. You're a Rivers girl, you were battered by a Rivers son. You understand? So, what message do you have for River State government for the fact that they never came to your aid, despite knowing the fact that this thing is in public space?
So, to the River State government, firstly, the Ahoda West local government chairman is someone that should be held accountable. He's serving us. We are not his slaves. That he's in office and people are calling his attention to a state of a school does not really warrant him to come and assault me in my house, myself and my mom. So I expected so much from them, like from the governor, commissioner of education, but it will surprise you guys that none of them, they just, okay, it's something that is just happening somewhere. And what if my case did not come up on social media? That's how everything would have just ended. I've been assaulted by a local government chairman, and the River State government could not call him to order. They could not even reach out to me for anything. But then everybody is just living their life. And that's what everyone will say. Don't let Nigeria happen to you. Nigeria has happened to me. River State has happened to me. And that is it. It is what it is. No one is just you that will have to fight for yourself. And that is not really a good one, because as the governor of a state, we expect you to really look out for your followers, for the citizens of this state, but you're not doing your job as a governor. Even to other agencies, even the security agencies, I'm so surprised that even after everything, no one has really held this man down. His junior brother is out there, still molesting people, still assaulting people. There are cases in the community right now that is still coming up, where a land issue that was sold even before he was chairman. The younger brother of this chairman, being the one that actually hits me, the one that actually beats me up, is now going about fighting widows. Yeah, there is a case currently that is going on in my community. So I think the River State government should really look out to this chairman. They should call him out. They should sit him down. If he's not fit to be a chairman, then there's no point him still on that seat, because what we need is someone that will be accountable to us, someone that will actually have the people in mind, because we did not just have chairman just for chairman's sake, just him, and then his family will be benefiting all the funds. I'm aware that Ahoda West gets 1 point something billion every month as allocation, which is far away enough to really better the life of the indigenous. But what is really happening now? Nothing is going on in my local government. The chairman should be held accountable for every penny that is going on in that local government. So that is it. So the River State government should call Honorable Eugene Chita Epele to order. He really needs to be accountable for everything that he has been doing. So that is what I would say to
When
River
all
State
of these things happened, was the CDC chairman, you have CDC in your community?
Yes, we do.
Was the CDC chairman aware of it?
Yes. So when I got to the school after taking those videos,
Okay.
I actually met with the CDC chairman. His name is Dr. Edu. I met with him, and then I told him that, what is the community doing about the school? He told me that, okay, that he's written several times, that even to the House of Rep member, they've actually met him, but they will promise them and then nothing will be done. So after I posted, it will interest you that um, some persons that finished from that same school that are now based abroad, they reached out to me. That was before VeryDarkMan came into the picture. They actually reached out to me saying that, okay, the little they can do, that they would want to assist. Some of them promised to donate whiteboard, some of them promised to get chairs, and some of them even as far as changing the roof of that school. So when those calls came in, I had to meet with the CDC chairman, and I told him, that was on the 28th. I told him that this is what we are planning to do, that we are coming together now to renovate the school. If had it been the chairman did not come to my house, like he did not assault me the way he did,
All those things would have been done.
yes, would have actually come together as the people that have that school at mind, would have actually done something, even if we could not really rebuild it, maybe do one or two things, and then the school would have been better. So the CDC chairman is fully aware of it. So when I told him that people are actually interested, he said that would be nice, and then the community will be in support until what then happened on the 1st of March.
And
So,
everybody withdrew.
yes, and everybody just had to sit back, and then knowing fully well that Burna Boy is also
Putting all his
all the
energy on it.
yes on it. So
Okay.
that's what happened.
So in a nutshell, you would say that the CDC chairman wasn't having any negative energy in all of this.
Not at all. Not until the chairman was not involved when he came to BTA. And you know, some persons are really scared whenever it comes to people in office. They would not want to say anything because of the benefits they intend getting from him being the chairman. So he, after what happened, he actually withdrew from the matter. Even my community, like up till now, do you even know that that same community have not even called me? Okay, our daughter, sorry for what happened to you, and then thanking me too, at least because of what happened, because of the sacrifice. Now the school is being rebuilt. The community have not even reached out to me or my mother. Instead, they are giving laws upon laws upon laws, up to the extent that they even banned people from coming to patronize my mom, that I'm trying to divide the community. But what I did was out of me being a citizen, out of me
An indigene of
an
the place.
indigene of the community, and then knowing how bad that school is. And I know that students going to that school is just a total waste of time. What are you going to teach a child in an open roof? Whenever it rains, it falls on their head. What do you expect them to be? And then we are here complaining of bandits. We are here complaining of kidnapping. We are here complaining of armed robbery. If kids like that don't have the opportunity to go to school, allow school go through them, how are we going to have a better Nigeria or a better state? So, like they always said that the future belongs to the youth. But if the youth don't have good education, then the future is nothing to write home about. So that is why everything is just moving the way it is. But then I thank God that the major thing is that the school is being rebuilt.
Thank God. On that day,
Very dark.
dark man.
Yeah.
Did you go straight to your village?
Yes, he actually called me and we went to the village together. So when we got there, we had discussion with the king. Even if the king at some point he was against me, that I'm causing trouble and I'm trying to divide the community. They called me so many names. At some points, I don't even feel free going to my community
I was
anymore.
about to ask you that. Are you able to travel home now?
No, up to now, I don't. So if I want to go home, I will have to go with people. I will have to go with security to the village. And this is something that have been troubling me. This is something that has been making me to feel really bad because my life, all my investments, like I said, I'm into farming, and most of the things I do is in my community. But right now, all my source of income have been cut. Everything I don't even feel free. Even my mother, her shop have been closed up till now. The community people are not even, since they've issued out the law that whosoever is going to my house, even when the press people were going, they did stand cry around the community that nobody should listen to any press. They should not even talk to them. They should not grant them interview and all the rest. So it's really a sad one. They've really damaged
With
my
on a serious note,
source.
your community has almost excommunicated your family,
Yes, that is what has just happened. Up till
and
now,
you're not able to travel home
I
up to
can't,
this
I
moment.
cannot just go home and then sleep. I will either go and then I'm out because there's still threats. Remember, they told the local government chairman, that was why I left the human rights people. They told the chairman to sign an undertaking with the police. He said no. And knowing fully well that he's somebody that believes in all this fetish,
Violent, yes.
yeah, and he's someone that is known to do all those kind of things. I'm scared for my life. And then Ahoda, in general, is not somewhere that with small money, once you just mobilize boys and then
Until
that's it.
your
So then I cannot go to the village until the whole matter is being resolved. And that is why I'm still calling on the police. I'm still seeking, I'm still appealing to them. I don't know how it's so difficult for them to call this man. Even the Monday himself, there are cases where somebody that have committed such a crime is supposed to be behind bars by now. Firstly, he came to my house, he break that's a criminal act, coming to my house, damaging things in my compound, beating me up, assaulting me without no reason because of a social media post I made for the betterment of the community. So I see no reason why the police have done nothing about it. I see no reason why this guy is still moving freely in that community. He's still moving freely in the local government, whereas I'm here in my hideout. I'm hiding, and then the offenders are everywhere. So it's
does
really heartbreaking.
very dark man still reach out to you to date?
Yes, based on the project, he still reached out to me.
Okay, you still have something to do with the project.
Yes, well, from like when the project started, he said I was supposed to be the supervisor, but then on the
You got
long
the whole
run,
insecurity.
yes, then I had to withdraw, and then I started school as well. So sometimes when I go to the village, it's mostly to go and do a report, to take video, and then I'll post online to, and also send to him to show the world how far they've gone. So yeah, that's the only communication we have now based on the school project and how it's going.
Okay, since your family is being almost excommunicated, how do you manage those farms you have in the village? Like, how are you able to take care of your farm? You said it's on 10 plot, right?
Yes.
So how are you able to take care of that? Do you still get the benefits you were supposed to get from your farm?
Now, the after 5 days when that stuff happened,
Okay.
they actually went to my farm to harvest all my potatoes. That's just within a short
Calm,
period
calm,
of time.
calm down. After the
It's just,
incident happened,
yes, 5 days after the incident happened, my potato from the farm were all stolen.
call it steal. They stole it. They did not harvest it.
Yes.
You do the harvesting.
Mm-hmm.
They stole from your farm.
Yes.
You're saying that 5 days after the whole
Incident.
incident happened,
Mhm.
a lot of persons or a number of persons.
I don't know because it happened. Someone, because I sent someone to go and check the farm for me. Reaching there, he told me that they just harvested. They even saw bike, like the lines of bike
Bikes.
tires. Yes, that have entered the farm where they poured the potato and all the rest, where they gathered everything. They saw all those things. So what can I do? I even had to raise the issue online too, that all my potato have been stolen, but then nothing have been done. I had to pen every other thing concerning farming for now, because if I'm not there, who is going to look after it for me?
Wow. Now, the community had to go to your farm and get everything out of it. And nobody's asked any question, like, even when you make it open, nobody's talking about it.
Nobody. Nobody.
Wow. So, after writing the petition to the police station, have you written any other one?
I've not. Apart from the ones I've already sent, I've not really, but I've been checking. Like my lawyer have been going for reminders, and then even the chairman is actually using that let the police come, let the police come. But then
Okay.
the police is not coming.
Okay, the court,
Yeah.
the case is in court.
Yes.
Has there been any hearing?
Yes.
There's been a hearing
Yes. And then the next one too is coming up next week. The next hearing is next week.
next week.
Yeah.
Okay. Did anybody at any point see all of these things as politics
Yeah.
or being accusing you of being a tool about?
The local government chairman, Honorable Eugene Chita Epele,
Are you
has
serious?
actually even openly said it, that I'm being used by a politician just so I can damage his government. But the truth of the matter is, there's nothing political about what I did. I saw the state of my community secondary school,
Which was the school you graduated
which was the
from?
school that I finished from. And then knowing fully well that we have someone that is in position to fix that school. They've written several times to him, but he said he cannot. That was the reason why I had to make that appeal. So there's nothing political. Now, let me even ask, if it's political, why did when I was praising him online, so many persons, yes, I worked for him as his media aide before. That
Oh,
was
you were even in his government
in his media
when
aide
this whole thing happened.
happened.
Oh, wow.
Now,
Interesting.
before I was even appointed to join his media aide, I was about going to different communities. I learned that he was doing water projects like solar powered borehole. I went to Ihakpa community, a community where so many persons will be scared of going to. I went there and I published online thanking him for remembering that community. Even his own mother's community, where he's constructing a primary school, a 6 classrooms too. I went there and I took videos and I was thanking him. All these I sponsored by myself, because I love the fact that, okay, something is happening. So it's also for anyone that has the people at mind. For anyone, I'm a peace champion.
Okay.
I'm actually an ambassador of peace through PIND, Partnership Initiative of the Niger Delta. So I'm a peace champion. And one of our duty is to speak up for the community. If we see something that is going wrong in the community, we speak up. So as an ambassador, I did that for my community just so we can get help. So whosoever that is raising any controversial statement saying that I'm a political tool or they are using me because I'm fighting the government should just know that I did what I did because of the love I have for my community and for the kids of that community. I've actually had home lessons for the children of my community. So education is one of the things that I see interesting. I do it with passion. I'm someone that will gather kids around and I will teach them. If they have assignments, you can go and ask around. In my community, they know me as a maths teacher. If they have assignments, they bring the assignment to me. I help them solve and I teach them. I've actually done extramural classes. So seeing that community secondary school in that state was really heartbreaking for me. So there's nothing relating politics in what I did. So people should stop sending false information out there. They should stop saying that I'm being used and just know that I actually wanted the best for my community. And I'm grateful to God that what I've cried for, what really broke my heart, we are getting a brand new school in Ujuk.
Okay. Okay. Give us some background about your agriculture.
About my agriculture.
Yeah, about your whole agricultural background. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
So, as a little girl, my mom, I grew up with my mother because I lost my dad at a very tender age. I don't even really know him, but I still have pictures of him in my mind. So after that whole period, my my dad's elder brother sent my mom out from the house. So we ended up suffering. My mom had to go to her father's house, a house where we lived. It was actually a mud house close to the market. That's like one of the houses my grandfather had. We had to move in there. So I had a very rough
Childhood.
childhood. Rough in the sense that we had to work very hard. My mom had to do extra jobs. She had to go to people's farms to work. We're even doing cleaning jobs, like cleaning jobs that they will pay us 5,000 naira in a month.
Wow.
Like I will have to do that job with my mommy. I was going to secondary school then. I'll wake up 3 a.m. We'll go and clean up the person's house, still in the village, but the person is all based in Nigeria. We'll do the cleaning, and then at the end of the month, they'll pay us 5,000 naira. We're just living. That is how my love for agriculture, because we had to grow our own food. Most times we plant cassava, we plant yam. That was how we were surviving until my mom got another job. We paired it together. And then she started her restaurant business where she was selling rice and beans using wheelbarrow to hawk around the community. So it was really a tough one for me. Not just that, I've actually hawked in my community. Even with all these setbacks and all the hardship, I did not give up on myself. Even my mom too, she never gave up on me. I still put my I still put in my best in school. I was always having good grades. Like from JSS 1 to 3, I was having good grades. So my agriculture came, my passion for agriculture came as a result of me seeing my mother being a full-time farmer, and then she was able to train me. I'm a graduate right now, and it was through my mom's,
Agricultural produce.
yes, that she actually trained me. My mom is someone that actually told herself that, okay, since my dad is late, I'm the only child in the
Oh
way.
wow.
And then she actually told herself that she's going to see me through school no matter what it takes. So even while in school, I still had to go and learn tailoring. I learned tailoring. I was going to school. And then after 6 months of practice tailoring, I started making dresses for people. And that's how I kept on making money for myself. So the agricultural aspect, after secondary school, I asked myself, what do I really want to study that would actually make us have a better life? Because what I was after was a better life. And then seeing that my mom used to do farming and we are making small, small money from it, I said, if I go to the university and I study this agriculture, we can actually get better. So that was how I had to pick jam form. And then I went into studying agriculture in the University of Port Harcourt. And by God's grace, I got admitted into Department of Fisheries. I wanted crop and soil science, but then I got fisheries, which I don't even regret. So after some time, I started doing hatchling. I started breeding fish. I was doing so many things relating to agriculture.
Yeah.
I would have to hash, sell fingerlings to people. At that time, fingerlings was you can get me 20 naira. But then if I hash and I have like 2,000 fingerlings that would then now survive, or maybe 5,000, I'll say 20 naira. That was how I kept on pushing and pushing and pushing until I was done with school. And then I went for my NYSC. Coming back, I applied for the grant through Paint. I got the grant 650,000, which I then I used to start my farm fully. The 10 plots of land I mentioned is not as if I bought the land. I leased the land. Normally they normally lease
Yeah.
So I had to the whole plot was together. So we leased the 10 plots of land. That's where I started cultivating corn. And that corn really made me to like love agriculture like the more, because imagine cultivating on a
10 plots
10
of
plots
land.
of land, just purely corn. So I made
It's
lots
more
of
like a
money.
field.
I made lots of money from the corn. So after that one, I said, let me now do the crop production full time. I was producing cucumber, producing watermelon. I did onions in my community and so many other vegetables, water leaf. I had the biggest water leaf farm in my community where people come to buy. I even had to employ some younger ones in the community. They will help me pick water leaf flowers and all the rest. So agriculture has been what have been keeping me going. It has been what is giving me income. It's been helping me throughout school. And now I'm doing my master's. And I'm actually sponsoring myself in my master's using the money I've saved over time from agriculture. So agriculture is one thing that I will never leave. I'll keep on pushing, I'll keep on getting better. That is why I'm seeking for opportunities to as well expand. Now that I cannot do in my community, actually looking out for opportunities here in Port Harcourt where I will have a land to then I start my vegetable production here in Port Harcourt. So that
That
is it.
means all of this brouhaha has actually stopped your ability to keep doing your agricultural practice in
Yes,
the village.
yes.
And I'm sure it has affected you to an extent.
It has. Right now, no income is coming in. I'm just trying to patch myself, managing and all the rest.
Wow.
And so it
Okay.
has been, and then for the part of my mom to not being able to even sell at her store, not even being able to go to the farm because she's scared. Because if anything should happen in the farm, no one is
Yeah.
there. She's alone in the community, in the village right now. She's alone, and it's been tough. Oh, God is helping us.
What advice would you give the young people that sees a white collar job differently and then they see agriculture? You know, a lot of persons don't really understand the value attached to agriculture.
Mhm.
A lot of persons don't know that even if we get to 2050, agriculture will still have greater, in fact, agriculture will have greater value than what we have right now. And so, what advice would you give people about agriculture? Do you think is something that people should invest in?
Mhm.
Because a typical example is River State. I'm very sure that here in River State, we have more of subsistence agricultural practices than commercial persons that are into agriculture. So let's have you give the advice to young people because the old people are already into subsistence agriculture
True.
and that's very satisfactory for them.
So, one thing I want my audience or the younger ones coming up is that farming or agriculture is not just for the elderly because that's what they feel. If you tell someone that, like for me, whenever I go to any organization and they ask me, what do you do for a living? And I tell them I'm a farmer, they keep on looking at me that what am I saying? But then we should know that as far as the demand for food is there, and there's nobody that will tell me that you don't eat, you must eat. So there's lots of opportunities in agriculture. Now, in River State, in fact, food is one of the major things as
It's
in
an
as
essential.
yes, you cannot live without food. And that's the aspect agriculture comes in. Now, maybe you're not into the farming, but we have other chains of agriculture. You talked about investing in agriculture. You can be an investor in agriculture, but you're not really a farmer. There are opportunities like that which someone can go. People that are doctors, lawyers can also invest into agriculture because there's lots of opportunities. Now, one of the opportunities that is there is that in as much as you have the knowledge, that's if you want to go into the farming,
Yeah.
there is always a chance for you to be successful. But the key there is getting the knowledge. Most persons they go into agriculture with the mindset of is I want to get rich quick, but agriculture will teach you patience, agriculture will teach you consistency. So if you want to do well in agriculture, you need to seek knowledge first. and then you can now go ahead. I see a whole lot of politicians that when they are in office, they will go and open one very big farm. And then before 5 years, you see
It's
that
shut down.
the farm is no longer there. The reason is that they think agriculture is something that you can just go and then you make money. It's a long-term business. It's something that will last for a very long time. So my advice is that people should not neglect farmers, because without farmers, there will be no food. And if there is no food, there is no nation. So, my audience out there, I just want to send you a word of encouragement. No matter how the society pushes you, no matter how they want to make you feel very little, you should always be someone that will speak for the right. Like they will always say, if you see something, you say something. A closed mouth is a closed destiny. I spoke for my community, and today the children of that community will be having a good quality roof. They'll be having a good foundation for their education. So please, we should not let anyone intimidate you. And yes, we know the nature of our country, how our security agencies might want to turn things ups and down. But let me just tell you, the truth will always prevail. So always stand for truth, speak the truth at all time, and trust me, you will get there when it's time for you to get there. Thank you.